नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हरे कृष्ण। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद 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 बोलो. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving me this opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Very beautifully sung. Thank you so much. Okay, so sweet. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I shall do the Mangalachan prayers and then we shall move to the topic. Oh. अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांशं श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांशाम्। हे कृष्ण करुणसिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिविकास स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। शृणुतां स्वकथाः कृष्णः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः हृद्यन्तस्त्वह्य भद्राणि विदुनोति सुकृसतां। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवतोत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। एते चांशकलाः पुंसः कृष्णस्तु भगवान् स्वयम् इन्द्रारिव्याकुलं लोकं मृडयन्ति युगे युगे। इदं भागवतं नाम पुराणं ब्रह्मसंहितम् उत्तमश्लोकचरितं चकार भगवान् ऋषिः निःश्रेयसाय लोकसदन्यं स्वस्तये नमः। कृष्णे स्वदामोपगते धर्मज्ञानादिभिः सह खलु न शुश्रूषामेष पुराणार्कोऽधिनोदितः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रये। अथ विश्वेश विश्वात्मन् विश्वमूर्ति स्वकेषु मे स्नेहपाशम् इमं चिन्तिदुहं पाण्डुषुरुष्णिषु त्वयि मेनन्य विषयमतिर्मदपते असकृत् रतिमुद्वाहदर्ध गङ्ग्यवघुमुदन्वते। श्रीकृष्ण कृष्ण सखा विष्णुर्षुभाव निद्रग राजन्यवंशधनानापवर्गवीर्य गोविन्द गोद्विजसुराट हरावतार योगेश्वर अखिल गुरो भगवन् नमस्ते। 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 तुलयामलवेनापि न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं भगवत्सङ्गसङ्गस्य मज्जानं किमुतः यशः। पुनश्च भूयात् भगवत्यनन्ते रतिः प्रसङ्गश तदाश्रयेषु महस्तु यां यामुपयां सृष्टिं मैत्रसु सर्वत्र नमो द्विजेभ्यः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यमीश्वरं श्रीचैतन्यप्रभुं वन्दे बालोऽपि यदनुग्रहात् तरेन्नानमतग्राह व्याप्तं सिद्धान्तसागरम्। श्रीचैतन्यप्रभुं वन्दे यत्पादाश्रयविरितः सङ्गृह्णाति आकर्वातात् अज्ञः सिद्धान्तसन्मनीन्। ॐ नमो भगवते राधा गोविन्दाय नमः। हरे कृष्ण। Okay, thank you for kindly waiting. Okay, I shall share the screen. So today, before I move to the topic, we shall also do the Mangalacharan, this Premadhvani prayers. So I just lead the Induleka Mataji. Would you like to lead Premadhvani prayers, Mataji? If you are available. Okay, if you are.
Yes, Prabhuji, I can try. Hare Krishna.
Okay. If you do, I won't tell you up to key. We all respond with Jaya at the end, Mataji.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Jaya Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Pari Rajakacharya Stotra Stata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Esi Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki
Jai.
Jaya Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Pari Rajakacharya Stotra Sat Shri Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki
Jai.
Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki
Jai.
Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki,
Jai.
Iskan Foundyacharya Srila Prabhupada ki,
Jai.
प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की
Jai.
श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की
Jai.
वृंदावन धाम की
Jai.
मथुरा धाम की
Jai.
नवदीप धाम की
Jai.
जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की
Jai.
गंगा माई की
Jai.
यमुना माई की
Jai.
तुलसी देवी की
Jai.
भक्ति देवी की
Jai.
Jai.
संकीर्तन यज्ञ की
Jai.
Jai.
बृहत मृदंगा की
Jai.
कामवेद भक्त वृंद की
Jai.
गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि
Hari
हरि
Hari
बोल
Bol.
all glories assembled devotees
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna all glories assembled devotees Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
all glories assembled devotees Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
all glory to Sri Guru and Gauranga all glories all go to Srila Prabhupada ki jai
Jai.
Hare Krishna thank you Prabhuji
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, that is Premadhvani phrase. And then we shall move to the next is the topic. So today we are going to do something very beautiful. So today Sridhar Govindas Prabhuji was assigned, but Prabhuji could not make it. So I just reached a few other devotees, but they could not make it. So just taking a chance to speak on the Venu Gita. We are going to do a little part of it. How beautiful Krishna is, and the gopis, how beautifully they are glorifying Krishna. Okay, so that is this part. Otherwise, we generally speak so much of philosophy about material world and different kinds of things. So just out of all these philosophies, we wanted to take some relish part of Krishna. How beautiful Krishna is. Okay, so before we start here, can you all unmute and follow behind me wherever it is possible to lead Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 3 times.
Yeah.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva.
Much. Okay, we shall move. We shall start with the gopis glorify the song of Krishna's flute. Okay, this is the topic today. So as we are going to cover the chapter description and the shloka 1 and the 2 and the 3 and 4 and 5 and then the 6th and then 7th shloka also. We touch the first shloka of how gopis glorify Krishna's flute song. Okay, can I request dear devotees in the beginning chapter description? Do we have Rajalakshmi Mataji to read half of this and then?
Yeah, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay, so I think it is only 3 paragraphs, Mataji. You can go ahead and complete the chapter description.
Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. The chapter describes how Lord Sri Krishna entered the enchanting forest of Vrindavana upon the arrival of autumn, and the praises the young cowherd girls sang when they heard the vibration of his flute. As Lord Krishna, Lord Balarama, and their cowherd friends entered the forest to graze the cows, Krishna began playing his flute. The gopis heard the enchanting flute song and understand that Krishna was entering the forest. Then they narrated to each other the Lord's various activities. The gopis declared to see Lord Krishna playing his flute while taking the cows to pasture is the highest perfection for the eyes. What Piyu's activities has this flute performed that enable him to freely drink the nectar of Sri Krishna's lips? A blessing we cowherd girls find difficult to achieve. Hearing the song of Krishna's flute, the peacocks dance, and all the other creatures become stunned when they see them. Demi-goddesses traveling through the sky in their airplanes are vexed by Cupid and their garments become loose. The ears of the cows stand on end as they drink the nectar of this flute song, and their calves simply stand stunned. The milk they have been drinking from their mothers udders still in their mouths. The birds take shelter of the branches of the trees and close their eyes too, listening to the song of Krishna's flute with rapt attention. The flowing rivers become perturbed by conjugal attraction for Krishna and stopping their flow, embrace Krishna's lotus feet with the arms of their waves. While the clouds serve as a parasols to the shade Krishna's head from hot sun, the Aboriginal women of the Sabhara race, seeing the grass stained by the red kunkuma adorning the Lord's lotus feet, smear this vermilion powder upon their breasts and faces to elevate the distress created by Cupid. Govardhana Hill offers grass and various kinds of fruits and bulbous roots in worship of the Lord Sri Krishna. All the non-moving living beings take on the characteristics of moving creatures, and the moving living beings become stationary. These things are very wonderful. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. It's so beautiful just to hear the chapter description itself, how we are going to explore the rest of the. Okay, so here Sukadeva Goswami is going to describe the beauty of Krishna's flute song. And in the words of how gopis described and glorify Krishna's flute. So Sukadeva Goswami, it is the time of the Sharad Ritu. It is the time of Sharad Ritu. So here mentioning that in thus the Vrindavana forest was filled with transparent autumnal waters and cooled by breezes, perfumed with the fragrance of lotus flowers growing in the clear lakes. The infallible Lord, accompanied by his cows and covered boyfriends, entered that Vrindavana forest. Okay, so this is the very beautiful picture when Krishna and Balaram, they're going here, and then there are so many women. If you look at behind from their palaces, from the they're going up to the terrace, and they're looking the beauty of the Krishna. Okay, so likewise, there are so many we couldn't see. So here some of the women, here some of the women, and here we could see in the terraces. Okay. Okay, this is how they are drinking the nectar of Krishna's beauty. So here coming back to this one particular shloka. So here in the how Krishna and Balaram accompanying by their friends, they are entering into the forest. Here it is described, Ittam sarat swachcha jalam padmakara sugandhina. Ittam sarat swachcha jalam. It is very pure water. Sarat swachcha jalam. Sarat is of the fall season. Sharad Ritu, Swachjalam, Padmakara Sugandhina. Padmakara is from the lake filled with the lotus flowers. Padmakara Sugandhina, with the sweet fragrance coming from these lotus flowers. Nevishadvayuna Vatam. He entered Vayuna by the breeze and Vatam. So when Krishna is entering, Vayuna Vatam, so that fragrance is entering, and then Sago Gopalako Achyutaha. Sago Gopalaka Achyutaha, along with the cows, Sagho, cows, and Gopalaka, and the coward boys, Achyutaha, the infallible supreme personality of Godhead, entering into the forest in a beautiful scene. Okay, so this is Ittam Sarat, Swachhajalam Padmakara Sugandhina, Nyaushadvayuna Vatam, Sagho Gopalako Achyutaha. So when Krishna is entering into that beautiful forest, so Sukadeva Goswami is setting the scene now. And further, he is describing about how this beautiful love this forest is, and the different kinds of humming bees and the birds and different kinds of ponds and then rivers, and how these when the sound is going, when Krishna is playing the flute, or different kinds of sounds, birds are chirping, how that is resounding from the forest. Okay, at that time, Krishna was playing his flute and entering into the forest. So again, here Sukadeva Goswami is describing here. So just going through this one. The lakes, rivers, and hills of Vrindavana resounded with the sounds of maddened bees and flocks of birds moving about the flowering trees. In the company of the covered boys and Balarama, Madhupati, Sri Krishna entered that forest, and while herding the cows, he began to vibrate his flute. So here, this shloka, it goes very beautiful. Kusumita vanaraji shushmi bhrunga dvijakula justa sarah sarin mahidram madhupati ravagahya charayan gaham saha pasupala balachukuja venum. So here, Kusumita Vanaraji Shushmi Bhrunga. Kusumita. So Kusumita flowering Vanaraji among the groups of trees. Kusumita Vanaraji Shushmi Bhrunga, and maddened bumblebees. Shushmi Bhrunga. Dvijakula Justa. Dvijakula is the birds, the flocks of birds. Justa, and they are resounding. Dvijakula Justa Sar Sarin Mahidram. In that it's lakes and rivers and Mahidram and the hills. Madhupatihi avagahya charayan gaha. Madhupatihi is the Lord of Madhu, Krishna. Avagahya, he is entering Avagahya charayan, while tending gaha, the cows. So while he was tending the cows, he is entering into the forest. And along with what? Saha Pashupala Balasya. Along with the Pasupala and covered boys, Pasupala Balaha, in the company of covered boys and Lord Balarama. Chukuja Venum, he vibrated his flute. Kusumita Vanaraji Shushmi Bhrunga Bijakula Justa Sarah Sarin Mahidram Madhupati Ravagahya Charayan Gaha Saha Pasupala Balas Chukuja Venum. So beautifully, Sukadeva Goswami is describing this one, how Krishna is entering. So purport, it does not have a long purport. We shall go further. As suggested by the words, Chukuja Venum, Lord Krishna skillfully blended the sound of his flute with the lovely sound of Vrindavana's multicolored birds. Thus, an irresistible heavenly vibration was created. Okay, and then we shall move further. And then, what else is happening? And when Krishna is along with Balaram and covered boys, they are entering into the forest. What is happening to the these gopis in the Vrindavana? What they are going to do? So they are discussing each other. So whenever girls or gopis coming together and discussing about other person, it is so beautiful. If it is especially Krishna. So here, here Sukadeva Goswami is mentioning that. So just see the translation. When the young ladies in the covered village of Braja heard the song of Krishna's flute, which arouses the influence of Cupid, some of them privately began describing Krishna's qualities to their intimate friends. So this is the Sukadeva Goswami is speaking to Parikshit Maharaj. Here we got, let's join here. Hare Krishna, Sir Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you for joining. तद्व्रजस्त्रिय आसृत्य वेणुगीतं स्मरोदयं काचित् परोक्षं कृष्णस्य स्वस्वकीभ्यो अन्ववर्णयन् तद्व्रजस्त्रिय आसृत्य. So that what is that one? So this is Chukuja Venum. Krishna is playing the flute. Tad, and then Brajastriya, the ladies in the covered village, Brajastriya Asritya, they are hearing that sound, Chukuja Venu. Venu Geetam Smarodayam, the song of the flute, what it is making? Smarodayam, which gives the rise to the influence of the Cupid. Influence of Cupid. And then during that time, so they need some kind of a company. So other gopis, they're sharing their feelings. Kashit paroksham Krishnasya. Some of them paroksham, privately Krishnasya, about Krishna. Swasakibhyo anvavarnayan, to their intimate companions. Swasakibhyo anvavarnayan, they are describing about Krishna's Venu Gita. Okay, that is when the young ladies in the covered village of Raja heard the song of Krishna's flute, which arouses the influence of Cupid. Some of them privately began describing Krishna's qualities to their intimate friends. Okay, we shall move to the next shloka. And what else happening when they are describing about Krishna's flute? What is happening in their heart, in their mind? How their feelings are. So this is in the shloka 4. It is described, the covered girls began to speak about Krishna, but when they remembered his activities, O king, the power of Cupid disturbed their minds, and thus they could not speak. So what happened? Tad varnayitum arabdhaha. And when they start describing about Krishna, tad varnayitum arabdhaha, by remembering when they started to describe about Krishna's Venu Gita, tad varnayitum arabdhaha, then what happened? Smarantyaha Krishna chesitam, remembering the Krishna's pastimes, the activities of Krishna, remembering Smarantyaha Krishna chesitam. They have, it is Krishna chesitam, the activities of Krishna. Nashakan smaraveghena, na ashakan smaraveghena, and they were incapable. Na ashakan, shakan is the capable, na ashakan is they were incapable. Smaraveghena, by the force of the Cupid, Vikchipta manasa nrupa, Vikchipta, they were agitated by remembering Krishna's pastimes. Krishna is always perform. So, Janma karma chame divyam yevam yo veti tatpataha chaktva deham punah janma naiti mam yeti. So, Arjuna, Krishna says to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, O Arjuna, whoever understands my birth, pastimes, different kinds of activities, and my appearance and disappearance, they are all transcendental. Who understands by tatpataha, scientifically, they do not take birth again in this material world. Now, here the gopis are remembering Krishna's beautiful. This is Vaikuntha Leela Vidhanam Samadhanam Tadatmanaha. Whoever is remembering Krishna's pastimes, that is Samadhi. Vaikuntha Leela Abhidhyanam. Here, gopis are automatically, by discussing Krishna's pastimes, they are in the complete Samadhi. Though it appears that it is a mundane thing, just like a boy and girl attraction, but because here it is Krishna, this is it is called Samadhi. Vaikuntha Leela Abhidhyanam Samadhanam Tadatmanaha. Okay. And because everyone, Krishna says that Gatir Bhatta Prabhu Sakshi, I am the Bhatta, I am the bearing of, I am bearing everyone, I am maintaining all the living entities. In such a way, he is the husband of everyone, all the living entities. Okay, so here gopis are in a conjugal love, they are thinking of Krishna here by the Cupid, force of Cupid. Vikchipta Manasa Nrupa, and whose minds got agitated, or Parikshit, King Parikshit. Likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is saying to Parikshit Maharaj, Tadvarnitum arabdhaha smarantyaha Krishna chesitam nashakan smaraveghena Vikchipta Manaso Nrupa. The coward girls began to speak about Krishna, but when they remembered his activities, O king, the power of Cupid disturbed their minds, and thus they could not speak. Now further, Sukadeva Goswami is saying what they are discussing about Krishna. So this is very beautiful shloka. It comes with a little bit of adding music and the sound. It goes in a particular meter, but I am going to do whatever I can. So just let me show the translation in the beginning, and then we go to the shloka later on. Wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, blue Karnikara flowers on his ears, a yellow garment as brilliant as gold, and the Vaijayanti garland, Lord Krishna exhibited his transcendental form as the greatest of dancers as he entered the forest of Vrindavanam. Beautifying it with the marks of his footprints, he filled the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, and the covered voice sang his glories. Okay, this is how Krishna is entering. Once again, let us look at Krishna's beauty here. Okay, so Krishna's beauty is unparalleled. So this beauty, the gopis are, so he is having the peacock feather, and then flute here, he is playing flute, and his dress, and his Vaijayanti mala here, and his lotus feet, he is imprinting the earth with his lotus feet. And then the boys, they're also singing glories of Krishna. And Balarama, they are decorated with yellow garments and necklaces, and eyes are just like lotus petals. Okay, so this is, they are meditating and while describing Krishna's beauty, how they are entering into Vrindavana forest. Okay, so this is shloka goes here, and I will all try to recite this shloka as well. बरहापीडं नटवरवपुः कर्णयो कर्णिकारं बिभ्रद्वासः कनककपीशं वैजयन्ती च मालां रन्ध्रान् वेणोरधरसुदया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्तिः बर्हापीडं नटवरवपुः कर्णयोः कर्णिकारं बिभ्रद्वासः कनककपीशं वैजयन्ती च मालां रन्ध्रान् वेणोरधरसुदया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राप्यद्गीतकीर्तिः. So this is a very beautiful. Okay, can I request all the devotees sing along with me line by line? Wherever it is possible, kindly unmute and follow line by line. Barhapidam natavaravu karnayo karnikaram
Varhapidam natavaravu karnayo karnikaram
Vibradvasaha kanakakapisham vaijayanti cha malam
Vipravasaha kanakakapisham vaijayanti cha malam
Vaijayanti cha malam
Dandran venu radarasudaya purayan gopavrundai
Randharan
Vrindaranyam swapadaramanam prapyadgita-kirtihi
Vrindaranyam swapadaramanam pravisadgita-kirtihi.
Okay, again. Barhapidam natavarapuhu karnayo karnikaram
Barhapidam
natavarapu
karnayo karnikaram
Vibradvasaha kanakakapisham vaijayanti cha malam रन्ध्रान् वेणोरधरसुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्तिः बर्हापीडं नटवरपुः कर्णयो कर्णिकारम्
कर्णयः कर्णिकारम्
बिभ्रद्वासः कनककपीशं वैजयन्ती च मालाम् रन्ध्रान् वेणोरधरसुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दैर्
गोपवृन्दायर्
वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्तिः Very beautiful. Anyone would like to go on your own?
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Barhapidam Natavara Vapuka Karnaya Karnikaram Bibhrada Vasa Kanaka Kapisam Vaijayantim Chamalam Randran Venora Radhar Venuradhara Sudhaya Purayan Gopa Vrundhair Sudhaya Purayan Gopa Vrundhair Vrundaranyam Swapada Ramanam Pravasid Gita Kirtaha.
Very beautiful, Mataji. Very nicely said. Thank you.
The third line, can you repeat, Prabhuji, the last two words, Prabhuji, in the third line?
Randran Venu Radhara Sudayo Apurayan Gopa Vrundai. Here, Sudaya Apurayan Gopa Vrundai. So when we are reciting, Sudaya Apurayan. Apurayan is the filling the flute with the nectar of his lips. Randran Venu Radhara Sudaya Purayan Gopa Vrundai. When we combine it, it will come very rhythmically nicely.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Who will go next?
Maybe I can go, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Barhapidam natavara vapho karnayo karnikaram bhipravasah kanaka kapisam vijayantim chamalam randharan venor adara sudaraya purayan goparvandair vrindaranyam swapada ramanam pravisad gita kirti.
Very beautiful, Prabhuji. Very nice. Usha Mataji, would you like to go?
Yes, Prabhu, I can try. Yes. Barhapidam natavarapuhu karnayo karnikaram vipratabhasah kanakakapisham vaijayantim jamalam randranadvenu radarasudaya purayam gopavrinde vrindarananyam swapadaramanam Ravisada Gita Kirtihi. Sorry, Prabhu, missed the tune, but yeah, I can try next time again.
Very nice, Mataji. Thank you. Indaleka Mataji, would you like to go, Mataji?
Hare Krishna. Birhapidam natavaravapukarnayorkarnikaram bibhradvasaha kanakakapisam vaijantim chamalam randhan venur adhara sudhaya purayan gopavinder brindaranyam sapadaramanam pravishad Gita kirtihi. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Gauri Mataji, would you like to go?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Bahar-pidam natabar-babu karnayu-karnikaram Vibhradabhasa kanaka-kabisam Vaijanti-samalam Randana-benu-radara-sudaya-purayan Gopal-vrindair Vrindaranyam Sabapadaраmanam Pravisad Gita-kirtiha. Sorry, Prabhuji, I cannot recite properly, Prabhuji.
You did very nicely, Mataji. Thank you. Nagashankar Prabhuji, would you like to go?
Jai Krishna. Barhapidam natavara vapu karnayo karnikaram bibradvasa kanakakapisam vaijayantim sa malam randranam vinor adara sudaya apuryanam gopa vrindarayam swapada ramana pravisad Gita kirtam.
Very nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Jai Ved Mataji, would you like to go?
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for giving me chance. Barhapidam natavara vapu karnayo karnikaram bibhradvasa vasa kanaka kapisham vaijanti tim chamalam randharan venor adhara sudaya apurayan gopavrinder Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishad Gita Kirtihi. Hare Krishna. Sorry for my mistakes.
Very beautiful, Mataji. Savara Prabhuji, would you like to type, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Barhapidam natavarabapuhu karnayo karnikaram bibhradvashaha kanakakapisham vaijayantim chamalam randran venuradhara sudayapurayan gopavrindair vrindaranyam swapadaramanam pravishad Gita kirtihi.
Very beautiful. Yes, so relishing. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So this particular, what is the specialty of this one? Once upon a time, when Sukadeva Goswami, he was leaving the home to the forest. So just he wanted to renounce everything. As soon as he was born, and then he was leaving. And then Vyasadeva, he was following behind Sukadeva Goswami. So here, Sukadeva Goswami is saying the same thing to Parikshit Maharaj. So while Sukadeva Goswami was leaving, Vyasadeva is going behind. At that time, Ha Putra, Ha Putra. So Vyasadeva is going behind. But when he was Sukadeva Goswami was not responding, but instead the trees were responding to Vyasadeva. Trees. Tarvo Bineduhu. So there it is very beautifully when Suta Goswami describes about the position of Sukadeva Goswami. Okay, so at the time, later on, Vyasadeva, he sends a few of his disciples to the forest where Sukadeva Goswami is there to bring him back. They do not directly contact. So the disciples of Vyasadeva, they sing the very two beautiful slokas. This is one of it. And to glorify about Krishna and Krishna's, there is one more shloka. Aho Bakiyam स्तनकालकूटं जिगांसया अपि असाध्भिः लेभे गतिं दात्री भुजितां ततोऽन्यं कं वा दयालुं शरणं रजेम. Uddhava, he speaks to Vidura, that one, even though Potana, with the sinful intentions, she came to kill Krishna by giving poisonous milk. But Krishna took it as in another way, that she is acting as mother. And then Krishna has liberated Potana and gave a position in Golok Vrindavana as a Dhatri. Lebe katim Dhatri tato ujitam tato nyam Dhatri. Dhatri means is a nurse. She is also one of our mothers, seven mothers. So Krishna gave that position. And who else is that much compassionate? Kamba Dayalum Sharanam Rajema. To whom? Who else is there to take shelter of apart from Krishna? Likewise, Uddhava is speaking to Vidura. That particular shloka, Vyasadeva has given to his disciples to bring Sukadeva Goswami back. That one and this particular shloka. And that particular Krishna, how beautiful he is. He is entering into the forest. Baraha Piram Natavarapuhu Karnayo Karnikaram Bibradvasaha Kanakakapisham Vaijayantim Chamalam Randran Veno Radarasudaya Purayan Gopa Vrundai Vrundaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishad Gita Kirtihi. So beautiful. So here Barhapidam Natavarabapuhu. So this is Barhapidam is the peacock feather on his head. Okay, Barhapidam, a peacock feather. Apidam, the decoration of his head. And Natavarabapuhu. Natavara is of the best of the dancer, Vapuhu. And the transcendental body of Krishna, his body is Sat Chit Ananda. ईश्वरः परमः कृष्णः सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहः अनादिरादिर्गोविन्दः सर्वकारणकारणं that Krishna. In that body, transcendental body, Natavara Vapuhu, Karnayo Karnikaram. In his ears, Karnayoho Karnikaram, a particular kind of blue lotus-like flowers. Let us see whether Krishna is having that flower here. So here there is a blue flower here and his ears. And then Bibradvasaha, and he is wearing garments. How they are like? Kanaka Kapisham, like a gold and yellowish. Kanaka Kapisham, yellowish. Vaijayanti Chamalam, Vaijayanti is named Vaijayanti, that garland, flower garland, Malam, that. And then Randran Venu Radhara Sudaya, Randran, out of the holes of this flute, Randran Venuhu, Adhara Sudaya, and the nectar coming from his lips, Adhara Sudhaya, Apurayan Gopa Vrundai, filling up this flute, filling, and Gopa Vrundai by the covered boys, and Vrundaranyam Swapadaramanam, Vrundaranyam there, along with these covered boys, this Vrundaranyam, the forest of Vrindavana, Swapada, because of the marks of his lotus feet. Ramanam enchanting, Pravishat, he has entered. Gita Kirtihi being sung when the covered boys, Gopa boys were singing. Gita Kirtihi, his glories. Krishna, by the time he was performing so many of his activities, he has killed Putana, he has killed Sakatasura, he has killed Trunavata demon, Sakata, so many demons by the time he has performed. And Gopa boys were singing the glories of Krishna. Okay, that is the beauty of this shloka. How Krishna is entering along with Balarama here. So here it is mentioned, Saha Pasupala Balachukuja Venu. Saha Pasupala Balachukuja Venu. He is playing that flute. Okay, we shall move back. Okay, so here. Can I request Nagashankar Prabhuji, would you like to read the translation and purport if you like?
Yeah. Wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, blue karnikara flowers on his ears, a yellow garment as brilliant as gold, and the Vaijayanti garland, Lord Krishna exhibited his transcendental form as the greatest of dancers as he entered the forest of Vrindavana. beautifying it with the marks of his footprints. He filled the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, and the cowherd boys sang his glories.
And that's the purport, Prabhuji.
The gopis remembered all the transcendental qualities of Krishna mentioned in the verse. Krishna's artful way of dressing and the beautiful blue flowers placed over his ears excited the gopis' romantic desires. And as he poured the nectar of his lips into his flute, they simply lost themselves in ecstatic love for him.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. So here, gopis, they remembered all the transcendental qualities of Krishna. Can anyone say how many qualities are there for Krishna? How many transcendental qualities?
64.
64 qualities. Okay, very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. And Krishna's artful way of dressing and the beautiful beautiful blue flowers placed over his ears excited the gopis' romantic desires. And as he poured the nectar of his lips into his flute. Okay, so this is there are in other places also whenever Hastinapura women, they are also sitting together when Krishna coming from Hastinapura to Dwaraka. They are also describing about Krishna's lips like that. So, Anyonyamati Sanjal Pabuttama Shloka Chetasam. So, they are also describing about Krishna's pastimes. But it is Sarvasuti Manoharaha. They are just like all the Vedic hymns. Sarvasuti Manoharaha. Kauravendra Purastriyaha Sarvasuti Manoharaha. They were glorifying what kind of austerities and penances these people of one side of Vrindavana and other side the queens of Krishna in the Dwaraka, what kind of austerities they have performed. Likewise, they were also glorifying them. Okay, so this is one, and then we shall move on due to the time. In the next shloka, so here, what this by remembering Krishna, what the gopis are doing. So here, just going into this translation. O king, when the young ladies in Braja heard the sound of Krishna's flute, which captivates the minds of all living beings, they all embraced one another and began describing it. Okay, this is the shloka Sukadeva Goswami singing to Parikshit. Iti Venuravam Rajan Sarvabhuta Manoharam Srutva Vrijistriyaha Sarvaha Varnayentu Abhirebhire. Iti Venuravam Rajan. So in such a way, when Krishna is playing the flute, Iti Venuravam Rajan. Venuravam is the vibration of the flute. Rajan, O King Parikshit. Sarvabhuta Manoharam. And this is Sarvabhuta Manoharam. It is stealing the minds of all living beings. Sarvabhuta Manoharam. And such kind of vibrations. Srutva Vrajistriya Sarvaha. Srutva Vrajistriyaha. And Vrajistriyaha, the women of Vrindavana, they are hearing this sound. And Vrajistriyaha, standing in the village of Raja, that we see here in this picture. So they are standing here in these terraces and then here looking at Krishna, and they are describing each other. Okay, and maybe there are other pictures also to beautify this shloka. Srutva Vrajistriyaha Sarvaha, and all of them Vannayancha Abhirebhire, and engaged in describing about Krishna's pastimes and how beautiful it is. And then what they Abhirebhire embraced one another. So Abhirebhire, it is possible for everyone. This is called Vrintabhavaha Parirebhire Patim. And one of the mood of devotees, if they go to the temple and they see the Lord is so beautiful, and I wanted to go and touch the Lord. This is what does, but it is not possible that the people are priests. They do not allow us to go and touch the deity's feet or the body of, because we have come from different places. We do not know how we are, but it is not possible to give opportunity for everyone to go and touch also. Okay, this is one of the mood of the wives of Krishna when Krishna was entering into the Dwaraka. At the time, Krishna's wives are looking from very far and then looking at him and then sending their children, and in their heart they're embracing Krishna. Tam atmajaihi drushtibihi antaratmana. Tam atmajaihi drushtibihi antaratmana. Dhuranta bhavaha parirabhire patim. This is called Dhuranta bhavaha parirabhire patim. Okay, so this one, it is described by where does Sutta Goswami to Saunikadi sages. It is called Dhuranta Bhava. And this is Niruddhamapi Asurudhambo Netaryoho Vilajitimanam Yugavarya Vaiklavat. So this one, Niruddham api Asarabdhambo Netrayoho. Even though the tears are flowing, they're trying to stop those tears very hard, because some tears come in different occasions. One is when we are in pain and when we are in the happiness. But when we are in happiness, the cold tears will come. When we are in pain, the hot tears will come. So one can experience those things. Okay, so here the Krishna's wives, when they were seeing Krishna, by sending their children to Krishna, when Krishna embraces his children, at the time these Krishna's wives feel that they are embracing Krishna. That is one kind of mood. And here, when we go to the temple, when the priest is doing Harati, when he is dressing the deities, when he is doing, and we also imagine that we are personally doing everything. Okay, so likewise, and also Drushtibihi, through our eyesight, Antaratmana, in our hearts, Dhuranta Bhavaha Parirebirepitim, embracing. Here, the gopis, even though they want to go and touch Krishna directly here, immediately, as Krishna is entering into Vrindavan forest. So it is the bhava embraced one another by describing the qualities of Krishna. They're imagining, okay, and embracing themselves. Okay, iti venu ravam rajan sarvabhuta manoharam shrutva vijistriyaha sarvaha varnayantu abhire sarvaha. Okay, varnayantu abhire. There is a little purport. Can I request any devotee, volunteer devotees to read this small purport?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, may I read?
Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Translation also?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Thank you. Translation. O King, when the young ladies in Vraja heard the sound of Krishna's flute, which captivates the minds of all living beings, they all embraced one another and began describing it. Purport. The word iti here indicates that after becoming speechless by remembering Krishna, the cowherd themselves then regained their composure and were thus able to ecstatically describe the sound of Krishna's flute. As a few gopis began to exclaim, and the other gopis realized that they shared the same ecstatic love within their hearts, all of them started embracing one another, overwhelmed with conjugal love for young Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So the word iti here indicates after becoming speechless by remembering Krishna. Sometimes when we are seeing, there are different kinds of bhavas. In the Nectar of Devotion or Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami describes this kind of all kinds of symptoms of a devotee. Speechless, that is one of the symptoms. Okay, and the covered damsels then regained their composure and were thus able to ecstatically describe the sound of Krishna's flute. Okay, so now composing. Immediately, sometimes we also may be stunned for some time, and then it will take some time to get to regain composure to speak. And as few gopis began to exclaim, and other gopis realized that they shared the same ecstatic love within their hearts. So in such a, all of them started embracing one another. Okay, it is a common feeling. No one will be staying aside, stand alone. Okay, so they are embracing each other. It is horrible with conjugal love for young Krishna. Okay, so that is the mode of gopis. And now we are going to see one shloka only due to the time. Gopis are describing. First of all, we see the translation and then entering, then we understand. The covered girl said, "Oh friends, those eyes that see the beautiful faces of the sons of Maharaja Nanda are certainly fortunate. As these two sons entered the forest, surrounded by their friends, driving the cows before them, they hold their flutes to their mouths and glance lovingly upon the residents of Vrindavana. For those whose eyes we think there is no greater object of vision." Okay, so here they are glorifying the eyes which are seeing Krishna, beautiful form of Krishna. They are achieving the object of their vision. So there is no greater object of vision apart from seeing Krishna. So here, if we have observed in our world, in our day-to-day life, there is no deity's form we have decorated the children or anywhere except Krishna. It is only Krishna's form from childhood to many people, even for dancing and performances, even everything we could see Krishna's form, everyone imitate. And it is not that Lord Narayana's form is imitated or in a different form was imitated. It is that Krishna's form is imitated by many people unknowingly. They know that Krishna is God, but they do not know how beautiful, how supreme personality of Godhead he is. Okay, that no one knows about it. But many they follow, imitate it. That is the again another mode in a different angle. So here, gopis are glorifying the eyes, which are seeing the beautiful form of Krishna. Okay, we shall go and see how gopis are describing in this verse. Akshannvatam palamidam na param vidamaha sakyah pasun aviveshayator vayasyayehi vaktram vraje sutayoranuvenu dustam yeirva nipita manurakta kataksha moksham. Akshannvatam palamidam na param vidamaha. Akshannvatam palamidam na param vidamaha. Na param, there is no greater than that. What is the Akshannvatam? Of those who have eyes, and palam, the fruit of this, having the eyes. Na param vidamaha. Na param. So there is not anything else better. Vidamaha. We know. Sakyaha pashun anuviveshayato yatoho vayasyehi. Sakyaha, O Saka, O friends, Sakyaha, pasun anuvivesha, and the cows anuviveshayataha, causing to enter one forest after another. Krishna is taking the cows from one. There are two Vrindavana forests. He is taking from one forest to other, like that. So one forest after another. Vayasyehi, with their friends of the same age. Vayasyehi. Vaktram Rajesha Sutayoho. Vaktram, their faces, Vrajesha of Maharaja Nanda, Sutayaha, Sutayoho, of the two sons, this is Krishna and Balaram. Anuvenu Justam, and possessed of the flutes. Anuvenu Justam, and I think Justam, it is means both of Krishna and Balaram, both. Anuvenu Justam, Yeiva Nipitam Anurakta Kataksha Moksham, Yehi, by which Yeiva Nipitam, and imbibed. Anurakta Kataksha Moksham. Anurakta is loving, Kataksha Moksham. Kataksha is glances, Moksham giving off. Okay, likewise, they are glorifying. Akshannvatam palamidam na param vidamaha sakyuh pasun anviveshayator vayasyayehi vaktam vrajeshatayoho anuvesha justam anuvenu justam yeirva nipitam anurakta kataksha moksham. Okay, can I request all devotees just follow behind me? This is the last shloka. so beauty. So when we are reciting, we feel that same vibrations. Okay, line by line, wherever it is possible, kindly unmute, follow. Shri Gopya Vuchuhu Akshanvatam Palamidam Na Param Vidamaha
Akshanvatam
palamidam na param vidamaha.
Sakyah Pasun Aviveshayatorvayasyayihi
Sakya
Pachun
viveshayatorvayasyahi.
Vaktram Brajesatayoranuvenu Justam
Bhaktam Rajeshasutiyornavenu
Yirva Nipita Manurakta Katakcha Moksham. Again. Akshanvatam Palamidam Na Param Vidamaha
Akshanvatam palamidam na param vidamaha.
Sakyah Pasun Aviveshayatorvayasyayihi
Sakya pasannam anuviveshayator vayasyahi.
Vaktram Brajesatayoranuvenu Justam
Vaktram vrajeshasutiyor anavenu justam.
Yirva Nipita Manurakta Katakcha Moksham.
Yirvanitam anuraktataktamoksham.
Again follow. Akshanvatam Palamidam Na Param Vidamaha
Akshanvatam palamidam na param vidamaha.
Sakyah Pasun Anuveshayatorvayasyayihi
Sakya pasun anuviveshayator vayasyahi.
Vaktram Brajesatayoranuvenu Justam
Vaktram vrajeshasutayor anavenu justam.
Yirva Nipita Manurakta Katakcha Moksham.
Yevanitam anuraktataktamoksham.
Very beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, I request dear devotees, would you like to go one by one?
Yes, Prabhuji, maybe I can try.
Prabhuji, please.
Aksanvatam phalamidam na param vidama sakya pasun anuvivesyator vayasya hai vaktram vrajesa sutayor anavenu justam yerva nivitam anurakta kataksamoksam. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, Karangi Mataji, would you like to go, Mataji? Mataji is not in that level. But, in the Lekha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Shri Gopya Uchuhu Akshanvatam Phalamidam Na Param Vidamaha Sakyah Pasun Anuvivesayator Vayasyaihi Vaktram Varjesa Sutayor Anavenu Justam Yervani Pitam Anurakta Katakshamoksham. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful, Mataji. Thank you. Javed Mataji, would you like to go?
Shri Gopya Uchuhu Akshanvatam Phalam Idam Na Param Vidamaha Sakhyai Pashun Anuviveshayator Vayasyahi Vaktram Vrajesha Sutiyor Anavenu Justam Yerva Nipitam Anurakta Katakshamoksham. Hare Krishna, thank you.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, would you like to?
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Shri Gopya Uchuhu आक्षाण्डवतां सबलदं न परं विदामः शाख्याः पशूननुविवेशयतोर्वयस्येहि वक्त्रं रजेशसुतयोरनुवेणुं सुवेणुसृष्टं येर्वाणि पितमानुरक्तकटाक्षमुक्तम् हरे कृष्ण
Thank you, Mataji. Rajyalakshmi Mataji, would you like to finish?
Yeah. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah. Sri Gopya Ocho Akshanvatam Phalam Idam Na Paramam Vidamaha Sakya Pashun Anuviveshyatar Vayasyahi Vaktram Prajesa Sutayer Anavenujastam Yervanipitam Anurakta Kataksha Moksham.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Nagashankar Prabhuji, would you like to go for? Please say.
Jai Krishna. Sri Gopya Ucha Akshanvatam Pahalam Idam Na Param Vidamaha Sakyam Pasun Anurvivesayator Vayasyaha Vaktram Vrajeshas Sutayor Anavenujustam Yairna Nipatam Anurakta Kataksha Moksham.
Very beautiful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. And Gauringi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Sri Gopya Uchu Achanvatam Phalamidam Na Param Vidamaha Sankhya Pasunano Vivesayato Vavayasheha Vakram Brajisa Sutayora Venu Justam Irva Nipita Manurakta Katacha Mocham. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Very nice, Mataji. Hey, anyone else is it mind? So here gopis are glorifying Krishna. So here the glorifying the eyes which are fortunate to see the beautiful form of Krishna and which are fortunate to have Krishna's glance upon them, and their lives will be successful when Krishna glance falls on them. Akshanvatam palamidam na param vidamaha sakyah pasun anuviveshayato vaisyaihi Vaktram Rajeshatayor Anuvenu Justam Yairva Nipitam Anurakta Kataksha Moksham. So beautiful. Okay, so we shall move straight away to translation and purport. Okay, it's not too big. Can I request any other devotees to read? Has not taken it up. Translation.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, yes, Prabhuji, please go on.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah. The cowherd girl said, "Oh friends, those eyes that see the beautiful faces of the sons of Maharaja Nanda are certainly fortunate." As these two sons entered the forest surrounded by their friends, driving the cows before them, they hold their flutes to their mouths and glance lovingly upon the residents of Vrindavana. For those who have eyes, we think there is no greater object of vision. Yeah, purport. This translation is quoted from Srila Prabhupada's Chaitamrutam, Adi Leela 4.1.1.155. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur has commented as follows. The gopis meant to say, "Oh friends, if you simply remain in the shackles of family life in this material world, what will you ever get to see? The Creator has granted us these eyes, so let us see the most wonderful thing there is to see Krishna. The gopis were aware that their mothers or other elder persons might hear their romantic words and disapprove, and thus they said, Aksha, they said,
Shenvatam.
Aksha, how to pronounce it?
Akshenvatam.
Akshanvatham phalam. To see Krishna is the goal for all persons and not simply ourselves. In other words, the gopis indicated that since Krishna is the supreme object of love for everyone, why could not they also love him in spiritual ecstasy? According to the Acharyas, a different gopi spoke to this and each of the following verses through the text.
Okay, Mataji. Okay, that's all the purport. It is the commentary by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And because Krishna is the Gatir Bhatta Prabhu Sakshi, Nivasaha Saranam Suhrat, Prabhavaha Pralayah Sthanam. So he is everything Krishna only. So we are going back to Krishna. But many people, they worship the Lords in different ways. Someone wanted to go to Vaikunta and the Lord's opulent form, where everyone are in the four-handed form. Vasantyatra Purushaha Sarve Vaikuntam Murtayaha. Here Animitta Nimittena Dharmena Aradayan Harim. Some people wanted to go to the Vaikunta, where Lord is with all opulent forms. But devotees of Krishna who are attracted to the two-handed form of Krishna. Venum Kwanantam Aravinda Dalayataksam Barhavatam Sam Astambhada Sundharangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Brahma Samhita. Venum Kwanantam Aravinda Dalayataksam Barhavatam Sam Astambhada Sundharangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. That beautiful form. Okay, so devotees are always attracted to the two-handed form of Krishna with the flute in hand and the peacock feather on his head and Vaijayanti in Chamalam and Vaijayanti Mala in his neck. So that Krishna, everyone are attracted to the Krishna. So this is Venu Madhuri is one of the 64 qualities. It is only special to Krishna. Krishna exhibited Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mudayant Yuge Yuge. Okay, Krishna is the original personality. He is Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratipapitabihi Tabhirev Nijarupa Taya Kalabihi. That is Nijarupa. If I wanted to see what is your real form, you have got so many incarnations. But what is your real form of God? This is what Krishna here showing. This is Nijarupa Taya. Nijarupa. This is Nijarupa, original form of Krishna. This is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, that Krishna is attracted by everyone. Okay, and everyone attracts Krishna, and Krishna wanted only devotees love, and devotees with the love and devotion, if they offer simply Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yomi Bhaktya Prayachati Tadaham Bhakti Upurhutam Asnami Prayatatmanaha. Krishna is very inclined. He is the Bhaktibhyo Bhaktavachalaha. He just by taking even the Tulsi leaf, Tulsi Dalmatrena Jalasya Chulukenava Vikrineti Swamatmanam Bhaktebhyo Bhaktavachalaha. So he is inclined. Even if you take one Tulsi leaf and just offering with water and Tulsi leaf to lotus feet of Krishna, Vikrinete Somatmanam, he will give himself to that devotee. But there must be Bhaktebhyo, Bhaktavachalaha. He is always inclined to devotees. Okay, that is for today. This is how Gopi started. But there are few other slokas, so beautiful things that are glorifying. But it is just to touch, to cover within the limited time. The only one sloka. Okay, I stop here and I request dear devotees, if you have got any questions or you wanted to share anything, kindly ask or kindly share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much for clearly reciting and making us recite and then explaining in detail. Thank you so much. And in terms of just questions like, do the gopis know that Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead and then Narayan itself and complete pastimes, or is it just like they got attracted to just the Krishna in that particular life, or do they know the complete background?
Yeah, gopis, they are eternal companions of Krishna. And in the beginning of Krishna's pastimes, Nanda Maharaj reveals that secret to everyone, that Krishna is Narayana Samaha. Narayana Samaha. And also when Nanda Maharaj was taken by the Varuna's assistants to the Vibhavari, Varuna Loka. At the time, Krishna and Balaram, they went, and then at that time, Varuna Deva, he worshipped Krishna and Balarama there. And Nanda Maharaj was surprised to see, and everyone are glorifying Krishna. And then after Krishna and Balaram, they have taken Nanda Maharaj and come home. And then Nanda Maharaj started describing the glories of Krishna to all the. So everyone knows, but because of the love and affection to Krishna, they don't consider Krishna Supreme Personality of Godhead in that mode with love. So Krishna loves that intimate relationship. Instead of Krishna worshipped by the temples like so much opulent form, he wanted devotees to have intimate relationship. So such kind of relationship will never ever be lost. If I got a child, if I got a husband, I got a father and mother, I will never ever forget. That is natural. Na karechit matparaha shantarope nakshinti nome animisho lede hetihi. Yesha maham atma priya saka sutasya saka guruho suhrodo daivamishtam. In different relationships, we make a relationship with Krishna. That relationship is eternal. Now we have got father, mother, lover, husband, child, but this is material. As soon as the body falls, it will be lost. And then, if it is Krishna, it is a transcendental body, and we are part and parcel of Krishna. That as soon as that relationship is formed, then it is eternal. We don't want to come back to this material world. So like gopis, they're all Krishna's eternal associates, expansions of Radharani, and they're all participating in Krishna's pastimes. They're coming from Goloka Vrindavan. They're Kruta Punya Punjaha. They have performed so many pious activities. Kruta Punya Punjaha. They know, but Yoga Maya, it covers their knowledge that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. If they know that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, they cannot associate that intimately with Krishna. Okay, that is Yoga Maya potency. But indirectly, they are associating with Krishna in love and devotion.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for explaining these two beautiful verses. But all the time, one thing was coming into my head. It's just a verse from Gopi Gita. Savakathamritam yapya jivanam kavibhiribitam kalmashapaham shravanamangalam srimadatam bhuvi grinanti ye bhuridajana. How they were suffering in the separation of Krishna, and how they were saying that the words, they were describing the activities of Krishna and what he was doing and how pleasure it was giving them. So when they couldn't see Krishna, they started acting like Krishna. That is the beauty of the gopis, how even for a moment they couldn't be separated from Krishna, and they felt that separation and how they cried. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, any other comments? Okay. Raj Lakshmi Mataji, any questions or any comments?
No, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. It's very well explained. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Javed, Mataji wanted to add anything?
No, Prabhuji, but I do have a question, please. Thank you firstly for such an amazing class. I'm sorry I missed the beginning. So my question is what you were describing. When Krishna leaves the material world, do the gopis, being the Nityas as well, do they leave as well with him?
So for everyone, there is arrangement. So for everyone, a separate arrangement is made. So first, Krishna is departing here, and then later on, first he sees Balaram, whether he is going. So once he understands that Balaram has left, so when Balaram sits in the meditation, a white snake, Shweta, the snake, it comes from Balarama's body and enter into the ocean. Okay, and then later on, Krishna went and then sit under a pipala tree. And then Krishna also, again, there is other pastime. And then Krishna goes, and then later on, so many of these Krishna's queens in the Vrindavana and all. Before that, there is so much of Krishna Yadu dynasty, the destruction of Yadu dynasty. They witnessed that one. And Vrindavana people, in their own way, they are separated. And for example, Krishna's wives, when Arjuna was bringing them, some of them were stolen by some of the dacoits. And but principal queens, they entered into the Sati Sahagamana, and then that is their arrangement. And Vrindavan people, they have got their arrangement. It is not specifically mentioned here. I have not come across those things. They also went in a natural way.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Nagashankar Prabhuji, do you have got any questions?
Yeah, no question, Prabhuji. It was a really nice, good hour and a half. Basically, it helps with calming of mind, and it's really nice when you're singing those shlokas, right? So it was really nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Very beautiful. Usha Mataji, Garingi Mataji, wanted to add anything?
No, Prabhu, it was really nice, but I'm just wondering that which sloka is the Gopi Gita or Prabhu, is it which canto? Because I joined late, Prabhu, so I don't know that sloka.
This shloka, Mataji, so this chapter is 10th canto, 21st chapter.
Okay.
And the first 6 shlokas that we have recited today.
Okay, Prabhu. Okay, thank you, Prabhu. It's really nice to Prabhu. That's beautiful. About the Krishna glorification.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, I don't have any question, Prabhuji. I also joined it, so thank you, Prabhuji. Give a nice class, and sloka recitation is very nice, Prabhuji. We are always learning with you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so this one, after we go outside, whole and working, and then coming from that, mind is intoxicated with so much of work, computers, this, that. Once we come here and hearing Krishna Katha, it will flush out all the stress. Ashesha samklesha samam bhirate gunanuvada shravanam murarehe. So this is how, just by hearing Krishna Katha, and what to speak of the people actually engaging in the devotional service every day, book distribution, going in temple service, what to speak of them. So it is again described. Ashisham klesema vijatte gunanuvada shravanam murarehe kimva punah charana paraga sevaritratma labdha. What to speak of those glories of who are actually engaged in their service, lotus feet of Krishna. Okay, so that is how we got. By hearing Krishna Katha, we always completely free from all kinds of anxieties. Okay, that is absorbing in Krishna consciousness. Ekantalabam vachusonupumsam. Okay, thank you so much. That is Pawan Prabhuji, raise your hand. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, just one more question. Like recently, we were discussing about Krishna Katha, and one question arose like, when Krishna took birth, why Devaki Mata has to face the challenge that Krishna goes away for a few years, like, and why Yashoda Mata got that opportunity, and why Devaki Mata should face that pain of staying away from Krishna in the initial periods. So, what's the background of past lives or Yashoda Mata or Devaki Mata, please?
So, thank you, Prabhuji. So, it's a little bit of a long story. So, Vasudeva and Devaki, in their previous lives, they were Prushni and Sutapa. So, during that time, by their meditation, they wanted to have a child same as the Lord, but it is not possible. So, to have same child as the Lord, because there is natat samaha, there is no equivalent one. Mattah param nanyat kinchidasi dhananjaya. There is no one is equal to him, above him. So that's why Krishna only became their child. So that, and again he mentioned that I'm going to become a child 3 times. One is as the Sutapa and Prishni, second as the son of Kashyapa and Aditi Mata as Vamana, and third one is the Vasudeva and the Devaki. This is the last one. So 3 times Krishna was born. And then at the same time, there is other couple, Drona and Dhara. They also performed meditation. And then when Lord Brahma asked them to go and expand Prajani, they asked Brahma that we wanted the Supreme Personality of Godhead as our child, but to experience different pastimes of the Lord, intimate relationships. So in order to fulfill, and there, Drona and Dhara, they also gone through some meditations. There is again beautiful pastimes. In order to fulfill these two couples, so he has taken birth from the womb of Devaki and Vasudeva, and later on been transferred to Nanda and Yashoda. And then once they have experienced all childhood pastimes of Krishna and Balram, again Krishna has returned back to Vasudeva and Devaki. Again, this is one angle what we see in the Srimad Bhagavatam. In the behind, from the Brahma Samhita perspective, and in the Brahma Vivata Mahapurana, in different, and our acharyas especially, Krishna never ever leaves Vrindavana. He always stays in the Vrindavana. Here, when we see Krishna's, how he has expanded in number of Vishnu forms, number of Krishna's expansions. These are Prakasha, Vilasa, Vigrahas, different expansions. So by his expansions, so Vasudeva, one Krishna, he has left. Vasudeva Krishna went to Dwaraka, going to Madura and then to Dwaraka later on. But actual Vrindavana Krishna, he remains in his spiritual form, associating with all the Vrindavana people. That is a different angle of our acharyas. And then he is giving pleasure to everyone in the Vrindavana, in the spiritual or in the Yoga Maya with his internal potency. And here Vasudeva Krishna, he went to the. So that is, it is not very difficult when Krishna is expanding number of forms. It is not wonderful to that he has expanded as another Krishna. And when Krishna is in 16,108 palaces, that many number of Krishnas are there. It is not very wonderful to expand in number of forms. And in a similar way, it happens so many of other pastimes. Krishna is always there. Goloka eva nivasati akilatma bhuto. He is always in the Goloka. At the same time, in the heart of all the living entities. And whoever is approaching Krishna with whatever the form, they will attain in their corresponding form. Yad bupuhu, yad. So whatever the way we are meditating on Krishna, ye yata mam prapadyante tam tadaiva bhajamyaham mama vatman vattante manushaha pada sarvashaha. Okay. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for summarizing that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so we are 45 past now. It is time for moving to Narasimha praise. Okay, can I request any to Garangi Mataji and anyone else to lead to do the Narasimha praise? Garangi Mataji and someone else?
I can follow Mataji.
Okay, yes, Musha Mataji, please.
Garang Mataji lead, I can follow Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Usha Mataji, you lead. I will follow you, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Prabhu, you can do Graviram Mahavishnam Valantam Sarvatu Mukham Narasimham Vishnam Padram Mrityu Namamiham.
Yeah, you read Mataji.
Okay. Namaste Narasimhaya
Namaste Narasimhaya
Praladadayine
Praladadayine
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha
Shilatankanakalaye
Shilatankanakalaye
To Narsimha Parato Narsimho
Ito Nasimo Parato Nasimo
Yato Yato Yamitato Narsimho
Yato Yato Yami Tato Nasimo
Bahir Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho
Bahir Nasimo Hridaye Nasimo
Narsimha Nadim Sharanam Prapati
Narachinga Adim Saranam Prapade
Tavakara Kamalavare Nakhan Advaita Sringa Dalika Kashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Nagari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Tabakara Kamala Bare Nakham Adbhuta Singha Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanavringa Kesavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Keshavadrita Nagari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev
Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev
जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज।
जय प्रहलाद महाराज, प्रहलाद महाराज, प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज।
जय जय प्रभुपाद, 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद।
जय जय प्रभुपाद, 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद।
जय जय गुरुदेव, 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 जय जय गुरुदेव।
जय जय गुरुदेव, 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 जय जय गुरुदेव।
निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि बोल।
निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि बोल।
जय श्री नरसिंहदेव भगवान की
जय
भक्त प्रहलाद महाराज की
जय
गुरुशिला प्रभुपाद की
जय।
गौ प्रेमानंदे।
हरि
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 बोल।
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much for giving opportunity. Hare Krishna.
जी
Hare Krishna. And can we have three Hari Bols to Amogha Prabhuji for today's great session all together?
Yes.
Hari.
हरि
Hari
बोल,
Bol,
हरि
Hari
बोल,
Bol,
Hari Om.
हरि
Hari
बोल,
Bol.
Hari Om.
Hari Bol.
Thank you,
हरि
Prabhu.
ओम।
Thank you
हरे
so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, dear devotees, and thank you so much, Mataji and Prabhuji, Snack Shankar Prabhuji. Very nice to have you, Prabhuji. We like to see
Thank you.
you frequently.
Yes, sure. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, and dear devotees, if you're all happy, then we shall conclude our session for tonight and see you tomorrow morning for Japa session at 5:30 a.m.
Hare
One.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hरि
Thank
बोल।
you so much, Prabhu.
पंचाफल
Hare Krishna, Hare
दसा
Krishna.
कृपा सिंधु दई
नमो नमः
बंधु सदा नमो नमः।
शिल की जय
जय
Hare Krishna.
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा।
Krishna.